Well, hello there and good day. Thank you so much for joining me. I am FrostPDP and today we're playing Baldur's Gate 3. This is Gale of Waterdeep's campaign is episode 125, so it's like a pretty good number episode. This is my cat Ariel and she would really like it. If you like, share, subscribe, friend, follow, or whatever this channel, it would really help us grow and I'd love to hit 700 sometime. It's been a while since we've hit 100 mark. We're at like 695 subscribers. Anyway, we're going to Wormrock's Fortress. Pistolaris.
Best behaviour around here. Understood?
Let's see how the graphics hold up.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
Let's real quick. The video options.
Gortash, Ravengard, Portier. They're the
Still
same
getting the
class,
same
mate.
shearing effects.
Not that I'd tell Lady Alia.
You hear? Milady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Wow, it's still getting the same graphics shear issues. Only it doesn't look as good. Let's try double buffering. Let's try going back to high settings.
Show some decorum. This is a stately occasion.
That's better.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants, as long as Lord Chattershield pays me for all this waiting around.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
Did the game glitch out? Is that what's going on here?
Miss Aura, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Seek and you shall find me.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining? It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha!
Smell like
You
cat.
hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
What's this dude have to say? I got distracted.
No time for talk.
You're free to explore, within reason.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Hush. Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
That should tell you something.
What? Every duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us. God.
It must be
Should be like a cleaver +1.
Ruff's bubbling, no time to talk.
kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard. Thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
You're asking a lot. But I can wait. For a while at least. Let's get Baldur's Gate safe. Then rip his throat out.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay.
Oh, no.
respects. Please, Karlach. Come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world had never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. But she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hell's...
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Catherine Thorne. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
No! Those watchers are liable to turn us into cat food if we move a muscle.
Sage advice. My steel watchers take unkindly to threats, no matter how hollow. You are of little use to me, dead. But dead is exactly what you will be if you arouse the ire of my steel watch. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Don't. You will only invite his ire and your own death.
A traitor's words. He means to fracture this council.
Watchers to arms. The war of the Absolute has begun. Steel Watch, your time has come.
Okay. Okay. It's not an insta-kill, but it's a kill.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
So we're still going to prepare to object.
Don't. You will only invite his ire and your own death.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city.
And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Archduke Gortash. Now there's a man who knows good business.
Let's chat. Archduke Gortash, man of the people, the right people.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
An Archduke! Finally someone who can stand up to those wretched absolutists.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
You'll remember.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
Ravengard, the real Ravengard, is in there somewhere. We can't give up on him.
Have we finished then?
Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. On my way.
Finally, a leader with some charisma. Ravengard was quite the dullard.
How'd Gortash get to be Archduke anyway? I didn't vote for him.
He did it! He's really Archduke. So excited I could jump right out of my boots.
Times of strife produce the finest leaders.
You look like a ghost.
Archduke. A mighty leader.
And his
historic day, the city's first Archduke.
Hi, Cat. What do you want?
Thank the living gods. Gortash is here to protect us.
Finally, a leader worthy of this city.
And to be quick about it. At once, my lady. Would you...
Cat.
A young pink Claire would more suit the occasion. Bring it.
A common made Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I never thought I'd see the day.
What are they thinking? Giving a fellow like that such power? I give him a year at most.
A good leader knows when to step aside. Ravengard did the right thing.
I am at my lady's service, and hers alone.
The city is only as strong as its walls. Gortash understands this. The Absolute's blight will be a hard one to cure. Gortash is the Archduke for the job.
Under Gortash, we're safe. More to the point, my fortunes are safe.
Ravengard freed from the Hells. Archduke Gortash secures our borders. Baldur's Gate's future is bright indeed.
Let's give this a try.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. Rude. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll
Yeah, they
have
figured out
answers soon enough.
heliocentrism.
Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
I don't feel like I have anything left to do out here. Dancing in my seat, cause I got nothing better to do while the game loads. While the game loads.
Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta.
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
I said move along. Unless you have a piglet up there somewhere, this doesn't concern you.
I kill him.
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Balder's mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
To have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first, then you can hit me. Charge too much, people hit you harder. Then they take the gold back. Besides, I've taken enough punches for free. At least this way, I get paid something. So, you having a go or not? Then move! Let someone else have a go!
What? It's not good to bottle things up.
Look, a kid I knew.
and submit to the Mistress of Disease.
Oh, gods. He's spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
We've got no choice. You have to do what he says.
Who would protect her?
They could be of use to
The Elf Song Tavern.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Developer's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Welcome, traveler. Remember, this ain't the Blushing Mermaid. It's the elf song. So behave yourself. That's right. And a lonely job it is, too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart.
I don't want to say any of these.
Very funny. Go on inside. We're looking for comedians.
Stonemaker's Parlor. A place to receive clients in the fortress. I wonder if it's as unpleasant.
In my experience, it's best to pay for the bed before sleeping.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder. Oh.
That was 1,000 years ago.
He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthal. For most, that was the end of it.
But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work. Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Within bit, city bears a single marker. Location one murder site with slammer range to a Gortash tableau.
Blooded ring. Safe to say the killer isn't motivated by riches.
Big gun. Is that fucking Alfira?
It's you! Look at us! We made it to the city! We made it to the Elfsong Tavern!
I don't see how she reacts to this joke.
How dare... The cloud
clouds have been most appreciative of my performance. Larissa lets me practice up here when she's on shift downstairs. She's too good to me. But you, I have a bone to pick with you, oh brave adventurer. Big trouble. The most trouble you've ever been in. I've decided I'm not going to perform in the elf song. Mainly because only the elf song itself is allowed to perform. I'm going to open up a school of bards. The best in the realms. To usher in a new age of magic and musicianship. And it's because of you that I dared to dream big enough. Thank you. That means a lot. I wanted to tell you first because, well, you inspired me to do it. Here. My very first lute. Tuned to perfection. Thought you'd appreciate it when I'm rich and famous. Take care, my friend. Thank you for helping a stumbling bard in a druid's grove find her spark again.
Why am I carrying a dead rat? It's a shame her loot's not magical. Alright, well that's about enough for me. I want to thank you all so much for joining me for enjoying this episode. Please hit the like, share, subscribe, friend, follow, or whatever buttons. It really does help the channel grow. It lets me know what you're watching so I can keep making more of it. I really do appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all those good things. Links in the description down below. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Ariel. Hello. Goodbye. Goodbye. And as always on this channel, pieces.